like, yeah, you goddamn right I am.
He's had 2 platinum albums just by himself, no cameos whatsoever. So he's done pretty well for himself.
J. Cole doing okay for himself.
J. Cole, A-okay. So we brought it up. Actually, we didn't bring it up. I meant to bring it up. The
we
G1.
forgot. There was so much going on.
So Kazuchika Okada won your New Japan Cup for 2019. And he will be facing Switchblade Jay White for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship in your main event for the G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden. So I want to touch on some highlights of the New Japan Cup. I don't want to go into every day, although I watched every night, and there's a lot of wrestling to consume. They're all about 2-hour shows. They're all funsies. So the highlights, you get Okada versus Elgin in the first round. So much so that if you were to watch the shows 2 days afterwards, even more so, Okada still had the chop marks on his chest from Elgin chopping him that much.
I'm not a fan of that.
Sometimes with strong Japanese style, it happens.
I just I feel bad for those dudes' chests.
Well, I feel bad for it too, but they knew what they were getting themselves into. Ospreay versus Lance Archer. We did talk to Lance Archer.
We did.
AKA Lance Hoyt, the
dude.
Mineral Wells champion.
Mineral Wells professional wrestling champion.
There's a lot going on. I didn't know Mineral Wells had a championship.
I didn't know. That's what I said too. I was like, man, I live in a bigger city than that. We don't even have a championship.
So I talked to Lance Archer and I told him how great I thought that match was, and we will have him later, not today on this show, but another time on this show. Juice Robinson and Chase Owens in the first round. Juice Robinson is your U.S. champion. Great match. Chase Owens goes over. Spoiler alert, but it's a fantastic match. Check it out. Naito versus Ibushi in the first round. So this was a brutal match with those dudes dropping each other on their head multiple times.
As they do in Japan.
It is scary. And so that makes this G1 match even better to me. Zack Sabre Jr. also against Ibushi. Check that match out. Yano versus Colt Cabana is just a fun match. Colt Cabana has made his New Japan Cup debut and his New Japan debut. He did a really good job. And that's just a fun comedy match between Yano and Cabana. So that's a great one. Also, Okada versus Sonata in the finals. Spoiler alert if you have not watched any of it. Fucking amazing match.
What's New Japan?
It's a company. So you know who Antonio Inoki?
Oh,
okay. In the finals, that match was incredible. Go out of your way to watch those. Also, every night in between the 6-man, 8-man tag team matches they had and the actual New Japan Cup, they had a promo showing a new wrestler who will be part of the Bullet Club. His El Phantasmo. He comes from Rev Pro. Right now he's the British J Cup champion, which is Rev Pro's version of the Super J Cup, which is like the junior heavyweight guys, aka the Flippy Floppies. If for some people that think that goes those guys. I believe he's going to come in maybe in this next tour, and then he'll really make a presence in the Best of the Super Juniors, which happens in May. So that'll be a fun time. That was New Japan Cup for you.
New Japan Cup. So where are we at on the web of things?
Are you talking about social media?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How can you contact us on the web of things? Because we'd like to hear from you.
We'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, concerns?
Definitely concerns.
All the concerns. We don't really care about your questions.
No, I do.
Oh, okay. He cares about your questions.
Yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to send them to Twitter, Couple of Marks 1, the actual number, not spelled out. Instagram is Couple of Marks. Facebook is A Couple of Marks. Email is a couple of prowrestlingmarks@gmail.com. And then hit us up on our website, acoupleofmarks.com. And then set your TiVos. Still a thing, right?
Nope.
No, DVRs? Is that it?
Nope. I mean, I guess DVRs might still be a thing.
Somewhere.
I'm too
Put
poor
in
to
your
have
wrestling
one,
VHS tapes.
Put those in. Set your
just
VCRs.
says wrestling. Make sure to set the timer on the VCR. For April 14th, you've got Ring of Honor Masters of the Craft from Columbus, Ohio. April 27th, NWA and Ring of Honor bring you the Crockett Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Concord, North Kakalaki.
When is that?
That's April 27th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that.
And then, May 19th, we can get into those later. You got Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Hartford, Connecticut. They're going to bring in I can't remember the last time a pay-per-view was from Hartford,
They
Connecticut.
used to be there all the time.
All
though.
the time.
Like, I remember being like, damn, Hartford again. All right, that's cool, I guess.
I mean, it's right by the office. Makes sense.
So we didn't actually discuss what we were going to talk about the
Which
next
one?
time we do this. We forgot to do the preview.
What's the preview?
I don't know. Like, we normally give a preview of the next episode we do. But
What would you like to talk about in the next
I don't know.
episode?
We'll just leave you in the dark on this one because I don't really know.
This next episode will be from Parts Unknown.
It will be from Parts Unknown, just like the Ultimate Warrior.
And many other masked wrestlers.
Well, I think that's it for us. I hope everyone enjoys WrestleMania weekend.
Make sure to bring all the food over. Again, make sure to tip all the drivers.
I had my wife specifically buy Funyuns. My daughter and I like to eat Funyuns.
I haven't had Funyuns in a couple of
and
years.
I think we're going to do Chinese food. I think
That's a
that'd
good
be a really
idea.
good...
I'll be stuck with stadium food, so...
Maybe we'll do pizza for the pre-show, like a late lunch, and then we'll do Chinese food.
I mean, like we said, it's a 2,800
It's an
hour.
affair.
Yeah, you're gonna be here a while.
So we're gonna, I'll be kicking it here. I may do some live stuff.
Nice.
I think maybe you should too. You should download the app. Maybe do some live stuff.
I can do that with me and brother Eric.
You and brother Eric can talk a little bit.
We can talk about after our Rev Pro shows and after the shows. We could definitely do that.
Yeah,
walking the
absolutely.
streets of New York City.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting lost.
And I'll be like, oh, man, I am watching NXT TakeOver on Saturday afternoon because I had a birthday dinner to go to. Or I'll be like, oh, man, I am watching. I don't know when I'm going to be able to go live, actually. I got a lot of stuff going on next weekend. It is a very busy weekend. All right, well, everyone have fun. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And Rody can tell you all about WrestleMania. I can tell you all about my daughter's birthday.
That'd be a great idea.
And I won't tell you that last part.
Oh.
But
I
will
hear about the presents.
I will. Maybe not. I probably won't. I don't know. We're going to a place where she can tire herself out of the trampoline park.
I hope there's good.
All right. Well, everyone, have a good WrestleMania weekend, and we will see you later.
Keep marking out.